Last time on Dragon Ball Multiverse. With Babidi's madness coming to an end, the tournament was finally able to continue, with only 8 warriors remaining. First up, we had Goku versus Oob. While initially thought to be an easy victory for Goku, his student was able to prove more than a match for his master, taking him all the way to the brink. However, in the end, the resilience of the Saiyan would prove just a tad too much for the reincarnation of Majin Buu. Though losing the match, Goku would surprise his pupil by announcing his mentorship is over, and from now on, the two of them are equals. As for the next fight, we have Vegeta versus Cell. This is part of an ongoing series. Catch up fully using the link in the description. Also support Asura, Salagir, Suisei, and the rest of the Multiverse team using the links below. Stepping up for his match, his first since defeating Kakarot of Universe 13. Trunks asks if he decided to hide any senzu beans in his gloves too, just like Brawl did. But with a shocked reaction, the prince stutters to refute such treacherous accusations, like someone of his stature would ever stoop so low. Though his overzealous retort causes the kids to double down on the idea, saying he totally stashed some beans. Though these childish antics don't manage to distract the prince for long. As he eagerly enters the ring, Gohan reminds this Cell is terribly strong, maybe even stronger than himself. It's uncertain what kind of battles or training he's undergone, but he's far from the same villain they faced. But Vegeta only snarkily questions if that's supposed to scare him, completely confident he can take him down regardless of how much stronger he's gotten. With both fighters in place, the battle can begin without announcement on their own will. Skipping the silent stare down, Cell mocks Vegeta isn't being very cautious. He's very weak in his base form. Actually, in merely the brief time it'd take him to turn Super Saiyan, he could easily kill him where he stands. His foe smirks, he just try then. Proving the villain wrong, Cell is sliced into several pieces. On the ground, mangled but mostly undeterred given his biology, he scoffs that it appears Vegeta doesn't want to waste any time, but if he wants every move to be a trick, that's fine with him. Both similar and unlike the fight with Goku many years ago, the bio-android doesn't split into several different entities, but reforms into them instead. While alarming the aforementioned hero, Piccolo sees right through this. It's simply what Cell said it is, a trick. He isn't Majin Buu, and he only has one core he regenerates from. 3 of these clones are fake. But Goku argues if they move and attack just like the original, they aren't really fakes, are they?
So, Vegeta, can't dodge all of us! Dodge this!
Eliminating 25% of the problem, Vegeta realizes these are some kind of Cell Jr.-like creations. They are less strong and less resistant to damage.
You really think this is going to be enough? You can't escape! Hello? You're trapped!
Taking out a couple more cells, Oob asks what happened, something that didn't escape Goku's sight. He explains that Vegeta hitting the wall wasn't an accident. He created the explosion himself to hide in the smoke. However, he had to wait till the absolute last moment to make it look like Cell's beams created it. He never actually lost control of his own attack and directed the blast back towards his opponent. Cell shouts that was fun, but Vegeta is still much less powerful than him. Cell powers an attack to completely encumber the enclosure of the fighting area. Goku stares in awe, wondering how much power this version of Cell has. It's crazy! With that contained explosion, Vegeta is left with nowhere to run. Cell catches his breath, clearly satisfied with how that went. The gang frantically looks around for their ally. Goku questions if anyone sees him. He didn't appear to shield himself. Did he take that blast head on? Piccolo comments if that is the case, might be dead now. Prompting the prince to scoff. Yeah, might be. Confused, Goku wonders what his rival is doing here of all places. Vegeta reminds there's no rule which forbids fighters from leaving the ring, leading to further questions. How was he able to even get here? Placing his fingers to his forehead, his other laughs that Kakarot really thinks that over the course of 30 years, he didn't learn how that technique of his worked. Instant transmissioning back to Cell. He mocks that he hopes he didn't get too tired from that last attack, because he's not even warmed up. Frustrated, Cell also powers up, claiming Vegeta is still weak. Launching Vegeta to the ground, he just lies there for a moment. Cell barks what he's waiting for, though not in reference to him not moving. He wants the Saiyan to go to the next level. Son Goku did it. A few other Saiyans did it. Don't tell him he's the only one who can't do it. Causing Emperor Vegeta to chuckle a bit as he used the form against Raichi and his ghost minions. But our Vegeta states that form is worthless, as he always has. It drains the user's energy within a minute. He'll pass. His own way is far more effective. Taken aback, Cell inquires if he has an even better transformation up his sleeve. With a subtle laugh, Vegeta questions if he'd like to see it. If so, it's time for the final round. Revealing he did hide some senzus in his glove. He tosses one to his opponent, telling him to catch as he eats one himself. Fielding it, Cell smiles that he sees Son Goku influence him, but is never able to finish the sentence, as the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta plunges his fist into the monster's chest. Pitting his own words against him, the Saiyan mocks Cell wasn't being very cautious. He's very weak as he is now. Indeed, this transformation is only good for a few seconds, but at least he knows how to make them count. For someone like him, even seconds is overkill. Gohan warned him about his core. It moves within his body and is more protected than any of his other parts. By observing his movements and watching how he defends himself, Vegeta was able to find just where this core was. In a rare instance, he actually uses Goku's Earth name, claiming he did influence him. Gohan too. In fact, there are plenty of others as well. They all made him stronger. Holding his bleeding core, he reminds he is still Vegeta though. Crushing it, he screams he's the one who isn't afraid to use dirty tricks to win. Putting an end to Cell, Vegeta powers down as he is officially declared the winner. Much to the horror of the Cell Juniors. The tiny one rushes over to scold Vegeta. He killed their dad! That wasn't necessary! But the prince argues their daddy threatened his daughter. That wasn't necessary. Seeming to change the Junior's attitude pretty quick. He goes to step out of the ring as Goku shouts that was a really great fight. Really impressive. But he can still do much better, right? Knowing their own match is soon to come. And of course he can. Who does he think he's talking to? Piccolo comments on those senzu beans from before. He didn't realize he had taken any to this tournament. But the prince claims he didn't. These are simply the green beans from the kitchen, meaning he neither healed himself or had any intent to heal Cell either. Figuring this Cell also had Goku toss him a senzu during the Cell games. He thought this might work as a distraction today. Varga announces that since the schedule has been changed quite a bit due to the unforeseen circumstances from before, they now want to ask the public if they want to call it a night, or teleporting in. Vegito adds, or lunch? Of course they want lunch! With Oob and Perfect Cell now out of the tournament, nothing is stopping a Goku-Vegeta rematch as they are slated to face off in the semifinal. Meanwhile, After a short intermission, we will have either the mysterious Z take on the seemingly omnipotent Zenbu, or some brawl up against Gas Karkle, leading us to wonder, if one of our heroes win, they plan to give their wish away, the wish being the grand prize. Gas wants to bring back his fellow Namekians, and Zenbu has no need for a wish as he can pretty much do whatever he wants. But see, what does he desire?